All right, everybody, welcome to the week. How you guys doing? Welcome in. This is this week we are moving into Libra season. Last night I did a little video on the fall equinox, talking about the energies that are coming through. You can check out that reading. I'll put a little link here. Let's talk about Libra season. I want to see what energies want to come through for us in terms of spiritual path, in terms of our development, what's next, what's coming in this week. Thank you for all the suggestions. I will be doing another session of the multiple revenue stream workshop. So those of you who have been talking with me about your own spiritual business, I want to help you build something sustainable for yourself. All right, so that link is in the description box below if you want to jump on. That's this week. All right, let's see where we go. Let's see what's going on here. All right, impasse. Yup. Impasse, reflect and redirect your energy. Desert passage, trust that there's a divine plan. Oh my God, there's two big yucky flies. Oh my God. In the flow, everything is smooth sailing. So two things that are coming up here. This piece here with the impasse, reflect and redirect your energy. We are in the middle of a ton of retrogrades right now. And some of them will be coming out of retrograde in October. So let me see if I can share that with you. Let's see. I'll share that with you in the extended. We'll talk about the retrogrades in the extended. But this is definitely about reanalyzing, reflecting, rethinking. Okay, so if you feel like you've had to take a step back, and we've been talking about this for a little while, I feel like some of you might feel that it's failure or defeat or something along those lines, but I'm here to tell you it's important that this is happening. If you're feeling like you're not moving forward in any way, shape, or form right now, and that things are kind of like forcing you to review them or take another look at a situation and reconnect with success, reconnect with happiness, reconnect with joy, and seeing the things that are holding that possibility at bay. What is going on here that I am feeling a sense of struggle, or I'm feeling a sense of, I don't know the answers. I don't know what the next thing is. If you're feeling that way, part of it is self-confidence. Part of it is the feeling that, I can't see the forest for the trees. I can't see the outline of this, right? Like I don't have the front of the puzzle box. So I don't know what it's supposed to look like even. And I think that's a very important thing for most of us, that when we're blazing our own trail, which a lot of you have been on the spiritual path, being the one in the front of the line, having to be the one who's blazing the trail. You don't get the puzzle box. You don't get the front of a puzzle box. It's not about replicating someone else's effort. It's about doing something new. And during this time of retrogrades, October 3rd, Mercury goes back direct. We have some others going back direct in October. And that's going to lighten up a little bit. But at the end of October, we do have Mars going into retrograde, October 30th, I believe. And that is going to be a feeling for a lot of you that I can't take any action. So between October 3rd and October 30th, you might want, this time is for reflection. And then in October, you might need to take some action. Okay. Yep. 8 of Cups. Some of you are walking away from a toxic situation and walking towards the Ace of Pentacles. That's beautiful. This is a destined, fated thing to happen. And some of you may not have even identified that there was this devil energy, that someone was trying to hold you back, or even if it's not on purpose, they weren't helping. Okay. They like the status quo. The devil energy is Saturn energy. And what I hear when I see this card sometimes is, well, this is the way I've always done it, so this is the way I'm going to continue to do it. And that is going to keep you stuck for sure. So some of you are walking away from that way of thinking. Some of you are getting outside of your comfort zone. Even if it was something that wasn't all that bad, it wasn't growth. Okay. And now Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Pentacles can bring in something new. That's a really beautiful energy. So let me put there. The cards underneath, some of you who take my tarot class have asked me, what does it mean when the card's underneath, and how come you pull more than one sometimes? I just feel the energy of the story. That's all I can say to you. When we do our tarot workshops and things like that, we talk about that of like, how can I know that a story is contained in these cards and not more cards from here? It's because that's my intuition saying, yep, keep going, stop. And I get that feeling in my chest. I get a little thump in my chest that says, yep, that's a story that needs to be told. Sometimes, cards on the underside of the deck also help you understand what's going on, even though you're not seeing it. Okay, this might be an energetic expression of you actually moving on from a thing, and you might not even have that manifestation yet happening in your life, but it's going on. It's going on whether you know it or not. The Knight of Pentacles, Temperance energy, King of Cups, my goodness, Three of Wands, Tower, right in the middle. Tower, Five of Wands, Four of Pentacles, High Priestess, and the Chariot. I think you might have some conflict. Okay, you're doing something that's right for you. I think it's an absolutely positive move forward. Some of you might have been dragging your feet for a while. The Knight of Pentacles says, yeah, I'm putting in some good effort here, but it's not moving quickly at all. This is actually the one night that I feel like it stands still. Like there's no movement. It's the slowest night. It doesn't move. And the Temperance card here is Archangel Michael. So there has been some benefit to having slow movement or standstill or a break, or maybe that's the retrograde where you have to really reflect. This Libra season is going to help you balance. Okay. I like the King of Cups here. It's a masculine energy in a feminine element of water. So that's a really nice energy. And it's also, it has to do with feelings. It has to do with being at the moment in time when I can do what I want. Okay. So there's a little bit of taking heart-centered action here with this King of Cups. And that's really, heart-centered action is another phrase for trust. Your heart is deeply connected to your spiritual guidance. Your heart chakra is your own energy that is based on your true nature, your true feelings. And I feel like you might have thought long and hard about making some kind of change or going in a different direction or something like that. I feel like if you're dealing with other people, there's going to be a moment in time when the conversation has to show up. All right. If you're choosing to move on, and I think that it has to be said out loud. Now, the Three of Wands is expectation. Some of you could have the expectation of a blow up with a person. All right. The expectation that I don't know what's going to come out of that person when I say what I need to do for me. Right. There's a Five of Wands here, a little bit of struggle. And I do think that, I like the High Priestess showing up here. I think there is some kind of concern about losing money or losing stability or losing the feeling of being safe if you move on from a situation. But this does make me feel, the High Priestess and the Chariot energy here, we're moving forward based on our connection to spirit. And if some of you have been in your life really more concerned about what other people need than what you need, I think this is a little bit of an uncomfortable moment, because you're choosing to be like, you know what? I know that this is what that person needs, but by doing that, I'm cutting off my own needs. I think that you and another person, or you and a situation, have different, I suspect you want different things. You might not have even realized that you've fallen out of alignment with this person, or that you don't have the energy of it, the energy of what you want to put toward your business or your relationship or whatever is different from the other person. Now, you could both say to each other, hey, I want this to be, fun. Hey, I want us to grow the business. Hey, I want us to, to be, I don't know, more connected or something. Those terms are super nebulous. You could make your own definitions of those words. And if you say, I want to grow something, and another person says, I want the same thing, you guys could have different definitions of what that means. One of you wants to see, 100% growth over this amount of time, and this is what I'm willing to do. The other person is thinking more about not necessarily growing the business, but self-growth, like wanting to learn some new stuff and right? There might be two different definitions here. I think you need to define your terms, because it strikes me that when we have this impasse card, you no longer have the same definition of what growth means. The other person has a different definition. And so I think that can cause it to get stuck, and I think it can cause you to walk away from it. And I think that's what's going on underneath this situation. Even if you're not really aware, you might be thinking about it. You might be dreaming about it. You might be having some subconscious movement toward a new path. Whether or not you're feeling like you're taking action or not, your subconscious is taking action. And in turn, eventually your physical will take action. You will go in that direction. If you are really in alignment with that, the Three of Wands of, I'll just put it this in very concrete terms. Let's say you want to move to a city. And your partner says, yes, I'd like to move to a city too. Now, your reasons for moving to a city could be, oh, I really want to be around culture, and there's museums, and there's shows, and there's all kinds of opportunity to meet different kinds of people. And there's just this growth idea that comes from that. The other person is like, yeah, I want to move to the city because I think I can make more money at a job, and I'm going to spend 100% of my time working because it's my growth is going to be reliant on my ability to generate revenue. You see how different those two things are? So even though you're having the same conversation, no, you're using the same terms and the same goals. It means vastly different things to the two of you. So this is going to come out. I feel like this is going to come out when I said short hair to the gal who's cutting my hair. She may think short is shoulder length. I may think short is a cute Halle Berry haircut, right? Woo! Different ideas. So define your terms. We are still in Mercury retrograde, and we are in this energy of Libra right now, moving into Libra's time period. So it gives us a chance to balance these things. And we're still having a little bit of Virgo here, and Virgo is about crossing your T's and dotting your I's and making sure we are talking about the same thing. Define your terms, please, because I think this could make a big difference down the road. So let's see where we're going with this. If you want a raise, your boss may think you mean $1 an hour, and you're thinking, oh, I need $100,000 a year more. You may think, all right, you may say to a partner, I want to spend more time with you. And they think what you mean is date night. And you're like, no, I want us to spend more time together every day. I want us to go on a walk when you come home from work and reconnect every day. I want us to do more things together. See how different those two things are? So it's time to define your terms. Okay. Let's see where we go. In the extended, I feel like there might be some messages here for Sag, Pisces, Capricorn, more Sag, Virgo, and Cancer. All right. So I will get some cards for those in the extended. You don't have to be one of those signs for this reading to be yours. So let's continue on. The link is below. If you're part of Pathfinders, we're just going to keep going right now. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.